Grand Rising at the 555. Grand Rising, family. Grand Rising at the 555 this morning. Ashe, Spirit, Ashe. I'm late recording because Spirit, it's been this one particular thing. And then, okay, I'm going to get ahead of myself already. But I'm seeing all the pieces come together now that I've actually opened this up and I've started talking. This is the power of your spiritual offerings. This is, Roll with me, family, because a lot is about to happen right now in a little bit of time. A lot is about to happen in this little bit of time. When I say your offerings to Spirit, if the only thing you're thinking of is monetary tithing in the church, you're so, no disrespect, but you're so far behind. And this is a part in your journey where you're going to learn something very new and very pivotal. And even if you know that it's not just money, you may still learn something interesting here today. So sit with me. Even though a lot of you may not know who I am, that's okay, because if you do know who I am, that's by divine design. I don't need for everybody to know me to know that my words are true and my words are right, because they come from the Most High. I don't play with it. I don't have time to. Why? Because of my offering. Spirit said I don't have time. Okay, let's just go ahead and do this. The power of your offerings. When I first started this journey, because that other side of me was just pushing too hard, I was fed up. If you've listened to the podcast, there were changes that need to be made. And I've talked about them. So when my mentor, Vicky, started telling me started teaching, and I say me because I always felt like she was talking to me personally, but that's a whole nother thing. When she started talking about the power of your offerings, I didn't understand at first, but I understood deep down that there was something in it. Because there's a reason that all religions offer something up to their God. And I don't mean no disrespect when I say this. I really don't. But there's a reason for that. Now, at first when I started this, because offerings come in many different forms. The monetary offering to church, that's what we're mostly taught. But see, it's also your time. It's also your thoughts. It's also the words that you're offering up. See, it's the power of your offerings. What are you doing to tell in spirit? See, what I had gone to do is I had started to upgrade my offerings. See, my stepmother is from Thailand. I call her my mother. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. And when I say with me, that woman had the most patience, because she had the conversations with me that a mother should have had with their daughter. She had those with me. And this was before I even was able to step into who I am and who I was, because there were some things as a woman that I needed to come to. As a woman growing up in the South, some things that I just needed to hear, that I just needed to be around, that I just needed to see. And my stepmother was able to do that for me. So when I'm at her and my dad's house, I would see her do, because she had a prayer room. She had a prayer room. I get it, Spirit. She had a prayer room. Y'all, something just happened that was just for me. That prayer room, Spirit, I'm getting back there. I understand. And I've never been in there. I've never been in her prayer room. No one ever has. Because it's her prayer room. It's a sacred space. And she honored Buddha. She would give offerings, food offerings. And I understood that. That was her culture and everything, you know. And she did it faithfully. Now, I've listened to her life and I watched things. And I said that there's something to this. So when I started learning new things as I started getting older from my mentor, I started putting everything together. See, your offering isn't just money. It's what Spirit is calling of you. You in particular, not just what it's supposed to be, because that's in this culture, that's what we do over here. In this religion, that's what we do over here. See, the power of your offering is when you tap into Spirit, and Spirit is asking you for something in particular. See, at first, I was giving what I could, because Spirit said, because you had to show me what you got. It's because I had to show Spirit I was willing. For me at the time, I thought it was just money. I was willing to show Spirit, I'll give my last dime because I'm getting something here that it's powerful. It's powerful. But then my ancestors were commingling with Spirit. And my ancestors got hungry. My ancestors were hungry. See, and it wasn't just food that they were asking for, even though food was part of the offering. See what it was. See, Spirit, I'm getting it now. What it was is when I would give the offering to my ancestors, not only am I remembering who they are, what it is they're asking for, their favorite drink, their favorite notebook, their favorite pen, their favorite food. They're hungry. They just want something to eat. I'm giving them some, but it ain't just that. It ain't just that. It's what I'm saying when I'm giving it to them. It's what I'm seeing when I'm giving it to them. It's what they're telling me when I'm giving it to them. See, the power of your offering isn't the amount of your offering. Is if you're willing to do it when Spirit is asking you to do it with what Spirit is asking you for. See, your offering co-sits with what you're asking Spirit for, what your alignment is, what you're manifesting, what your vision is. Please understand, please understand. So it doesn't matter what it is the Spirit is asking the offering for. It's all about, are you giving the offering the Spirit is asking you for? Understand, it's not about what it is. Are you doing it? I cooked a meal. I cooked a meal. All I had, because it was come on, Spirit, I feel it making sense. It was in a transition. And I cooked the meal, and it was the rest of everything we had. And Spirit said, I want half of that. So I did that. And it doesn't matter that what was being offered at my altar was more than what was on my plate. It was the fact that I gave it without giving a second thought because Spirit asked for it. It wasn't... Because when Spirit asks something small of you, and you're willing to give it with no thought, what Spirit gives you in return is 1,000-fold. Come on, come on, come on. If you've been listening to me somewhere in these podcasts, in this herstory, I've talked about giving my last offering. And then all of a sudden having $1,000 in my bank. Because Spirit told me to do that. When you give the offering, you give thanks. I've made a meal, went to go sit down and eat, and Spirit said, I want that. And the entire thing is gone on my altar. Even though I was sitting down to eat, I didn't eat food. See, I gave my food to Spirit, and what Spirit gave me to eat was more filling and more nutritious than anything that meal could ever, in this life, the next life, any life could ever give me. Please understand what I'm saying. When you give your words, your time, in ways the Spirit is asking you to, what you get in return is part of what you're asking Spirit. Your offering is that spiritual deposit, just in a different way. What you're getting in return, is the jackpot lottery win. See, too many are trying to negotiate with Spirit about the offering because you only have in your mind right now, but see, it's that mindset of that offering that Spirit is trying to change for you, because if you're walking down this journey, you're walking towards something, you're climbing the ladder towards something, and sometimes you just got to let yourself fall off the ladder and know the Spirit has got you and you're going to soar. But as you soar, you have to understand that you have to keep feeding spirit. Words, your thoughts, your actions. These are all offerings. These are all things. Who are you choosing to keep around you? What mindset are you choosing to keep around you? How is that an offering? Because what you're experiencing right now, this gift that you have, Spirit wants to know what you're doing with it. If you're asking for something tomorrow that's greater than today, what are you doing with today and about today that's worthy of you for tomorrow? I ain't trying to be funny, I'm just saying. Because even though we may ask for things for the future, for tomorrow, are you worthy of it? Let's just be real. Because you could be asking for things all day. A bunch of people ask for shit, but are they really willing to do what it takes to get it? And I don't mean manipulate people either. Because that's a different kind of karma, baby. That's a different kind of karma. There's no offering that can offset purposeful manipulation. And I'm going to just leave that there and let it sit where it sits. Because I've said what I said. You may get what you want, but you don't even understand how karma is building up and affecting you when you do that manipulation to get what you want. It doesn't work that way. Spirit said, look at history. Look at the shift that's happening now. Understanding what is happening now is because of the manipulation that was of old. Not even everybody is going to get that, but I know enough of you will to understand that what I'm saying is true. The power of your offerings at all times helps move you along this journey. The power of your offerings is what gives you the power of your offerings, these spiritual deposits. See, these spiritual deposits turn into things that go into your spiritual house. Because what you're offering, Spirit, like I said, Spirit gives you in return. And any house that's being built is always built with the foundation, and then you got the skeletal form first of the frame, and then everything comes from there. Understand your spiritual house works the same. Your offerings I can't even. The power of my offerings have changed my life in a way that to say that this is my life now in this mortal world is more than I could even, it's unbelievable. But me remembering who I am tells me that this is the life that I've always led. I've led this life many lifetimes, and it only gets better from this. This is my life. My life shines. My life gleams and glows. Its trials, its tribulations, its journey, its movement, it's mostly divine intuition. Because when I move in that, I'm moving in spirit. The power of your offering can change your life, change your life. Spirit, I feel so all over the place, but you say I'm good right now. So I'm going to just be good right now. I feel like I'm all over the place. I'm so joyous. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. I give thanks. Family, I love you so much. And I give you so much peace and happiness and joy. Love you, family. Peace.